Hello everyone, today in this video we will fight against the atmosphere of our world around us, and in this video we will talk about energy. I mean atomic energy for some regions of the world, like the countries of Central Europe. And I have to start from the very beginning by the statement that wise nations that have wiser or very wise leadership, like Hungary, Czech Republic, in this case even Ukraine, they have already nuclear power plants functional, some older ones, some newer ones, and they are not so much energetically dependent on one source of energy, like a country called Poland. Because Poland, due to the fact that Soviet occupation forces, because we were Soviet satellite, and later really not responsible and actually colonial governments that came after 1989, dependent on the Western powers like Germany or Anglo-Saxon powers as well, decided that country called Poland shouldn't be energetically independent, and that's why it never happened that we gained functional power plant. And a power plant that was supposed to be called Maria, whose construction started in 1982 and was supposed to be launched in 1992, never ended, and when it was almost ready to be launched, actually Chernobyl disaster happened, but it happened not because of the technical disadvantage of Soviet technology of building nuclear power plants. Yeah, people who are regular visitors of my channel, now they can be surprised that I'm praising something what was coming from Soviet Union, but honestly I have to admit that their technology to build power plant and to gain nuclear energy was actually fine. The problem with the so-called Chernobyl disaster from April 1986 was the fact that the crew, the workers of the power plant in which this disaster occurred in Chernobyl, it was late at night and they were completely drunk, so the human factor didn't work properly, not the technology itself that was behind building these power plants, nuclear power plants. So reactor Maria, of course, that was supposed to be launched in 1992, was built on the Soviet license, Soviet technology, so it would be fine. But unfortunately, after 1986, after this Chernobyl disaster, people protested like hell, and government stopped this investment. And nowadays, the governments are actually still of colonial mentality and colonial approach. Now they are dependent on the Western powers, and Western powers are not so interested in having Poland even partially energetically independent as a country. They do not want Poland to be like this, and we don't have nuclear power plant. And I don't have to remind to others that in comparison to other technologies of gaining energy, nuclear power plants are the most, I would say, eco-friendly, and they give us the most pure energy one can ever imagine. I mean, from these technologies we have nowadays officially available, so one shouldn't be worried. And actually, I think that still on Polish territory one can find enough of uranium blend to run the nuclear power plant for the covering Polish needs for many decades to come, so we shouldn't be worried. But to achieve it, we should have already responsible and non-colonial government, so government without people with colonial and post-colonial mentality who we have now. That's why country can forget about its own energetic independence. And this is the reason why this winter will be tough and cold, also for Polish people. Take care, have a nice day, bye, good night.